17 hours. That's how long this dog barked non-stop in front of a locked door. No pause, not even for a second. The neighbors thought he was just being annoying. But when the firefighters finally broke down that door, when they saw what was behind it, they realized without this dog, a human would have died. But how did the dog know? The morning started like any other in the quiet apartment building. Mrs. Weber, an elderly woman living on the third floor, had her daily routine. Coffee at 7 a.m., breakfast at 8, and then her usual walk with her beloved German Shepherd, Max. But that morning, something went terribly wrong. Around 6:30 a.m., before her alarm even rang, Mrs. Weber collapsed in her bedroom. A massive stroke. She lay there, unconscious, unable to move or call for help. The door was locked from the inside. No one knew she was in danger, except Max. The dog immediately sensed something was wrong. He ran to his owner, nudging her with his nose, licking her face, trying desperately to wake her up. But she didn't respond. Max began to panic. He ran to the apartment door and started barking. Loud, desperate barks that echoed through the entire building. At first, the neighbors ignored it. Just a noisy dog, they thought. Probably wants to go outside. But Max didn't stop. 1 hour passed, 2 hours, 3 hours. The barking continued without a single break. The neighbors grew annoyed. Some banged on the walls, shouting for the dog to be quiet. But Max kept going. By hour 10, people started to worry. This wasn't normal. Something had to be wrong. One neighbor called the building manager, who tried knocking on Mrs. Weber's door. No answer, just the relentless barking of the dog. By hour 15, the neighbor made the decision to call the fire department. "There's a dog that's been barking for over 15 hours straight," she explained. "The owner isn't responding. Something's very wrong." The firefighters arrived quickly. They knocked loudly, announced themselves, but still no response from inside. Only Max's desperate cries. They made the decision to break down the door. As the door burst open, Max immediately ran back toward the bedroom, looking back at the firefighters as if saying, "Follow me! Hurry!" What they found made everyone freeze. Mrs. Weber was lying on the floor, barely breathing. She had been there for over 17 hours. The paramedics rushed in immediately. They checked her vitals and confirmed what everyone feared. She had suffered a severe stroke. If they had arrived even an hour later, she likely wouldn't have survived. The doctors at the hospital later confirmed, without the dog's persistence, Mrs. Weber would have died. He saved her life. Max had done something extraordinary. He didn't give up. He didn't stop barking, even when the neighbors yelled at him, even when his throat must have been sore. He knew his owner needed help, and he refused to be silent until someone came. This story reminds us of something powerful. Dogs aren't just pets. They're family. They're protectors. They have an incredible ability to sense when something is wrong, and they'll do whatever it takes to help us. Max became a local hero. The fire department gave him a special award for his bravery. The neighbors who once complained about his barking now brought him treats and toys, thanking him for his loyalty. Mrs. Weber recovered after weeks of rehabilitation. And the first thing she did when she came home? She hugged Max and cried tears of joy. "You saved me, boy," she whispered. "You saved me." Have you ever experienced something like this with your pet? Do you believe animals can sense danger before we do? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and leave a like. Dogs like Max remind us that love and loyalty can save lives. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Have a great day.